everyone, we're going to use differentiation to find a power series representation for the given series f of x and find the radius of convergence. So, let's note before we get started that f of x equals 1 divided by 1 plus x squared. And we can note that that is also the derivative with respect to x of negative 1 divided by 1 plus x. That means if I differentiate this, I'm going to get to that. So basically, I can rewrite this as, let's pull out this negative derivative with respect to x, and I'm going to use this summation here. This is going to be the sum as n equals 0 to infinity of negative 1 to the nth power times x to the nth power. I'm doing this part fast because I already did a video on this, but I'll go over it real quick. So when you have this, we can, and let's pull out the negative here. When you have this, this is going to be 1 divided by 1 minus a negative x. And so that sum is going to be n equals 0, and then you're going to have negative x to the nth power. So that's basically why I wrote it this way. I just substitute in that, and then that's going to equal n equals 0 to infinity, and you can pull out that negative 1 to the nth power, x to the nth power. So that's where that came from. All right, and now let's go ahead and differentiate this. So when you differentiate this, you're going to get the sum, and we're going to start with n equals 1, because usually when you take the derivative, you lose a number, you gain a number. So we're going to get to infinity, and we have negative 1, and then we have to the n plus 1, and then you're timesing by this n in front, so n times your x, and then it's going to be n minus 1. All right, this can simplify to, if we substitute in n plus 1, let's substitute that for n plus 1. So then you would write it with n equals 0 to infinity, and this would be negative 1 and just to the nth power, and then you'd have n plus 1 times x to the nth power. And again, your radius of convergence equals 1. And let's look at this last step. We decreased the initial value by 1, and then increase the occurrence of n in the term. So you can do that. And let's also note that negative 1 to the n plus 2, so that's what would happen if I increase this by 1, is also the same as negative 1 to the nth power. These are equivalent because of the odd nature. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.